Good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are joining us or watching this on our YouTube channel. We just want to welcome you to our weekly Wow Wednesday with Solex Testimonial Call. We've been doing this for 3.5 years, and I still am learning new things every single week. You'd think you'd know it all by now, but there's just no way. We have so many amazing things, not only in our amazing AO scan technology, but also revolutionary supplements and healing technologies, so affordable people can have them in their own homes and create their own wellness center in their own house. Isn't that amazing? And these are phenomenal technologies, state of the art, things that people would pay lots of money in a wellness center, that Lauren Swenson, our founder, has made so affordable that everyday common people can have it in their own house. Now, how amazing is that? What a blessing. I just want to remind you that we're not claiming anything. We're not claiming any kind of labels, diagnoses, treatments, cures, prevention, any of that stuff. We're talking about information and wellness tools and resources, and we do have the very best. And I'm Dr. Sheila, if you haven't met me already, founder of the Wow Wellness with Solex team, and we are on a mission to empower individuals in their own home with the very best, safest, and most effective resources available. Doesn't everybody deserve to have optimal health and well-being? Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. We're a little short tonight. There's so many things going on everywhere, and I've been in and out a lot with some family things, but I just want to welcome you again. And if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, if someone on the call connect with them, send an email to wow wellness with solex at gmail.com, and I will hook you up with that person. And we just want to hear from those that have been able to join us tonight. And first, I want to thank you for taking time out of your night to be here, because I have missed you and I love hearing your stories. So if someone wants to start us off, we would just love to hear from you. Don't be shy.
I can give you one.
Awesome, Lori. Thank you.
Um, Actually, I could give you two. I'm hoping for three. So I don't I think that I'm not sure if mentioned this one last week, but I may have, and you wouldn't have been here. But I had a celebration of life a week ago Saturday for my sweetie, and I just twisted my knee out of it was just an agonizing pain about 3 days before I had to do this thing, and I don't have the I don't have Cephi Star yet, but I hope it's going to happen for me by August. But anyways, I asked Shalou if she could please do me a favor and run the Cephi Star for my knee, because I had done AO wanted it, and I had done a lot of other things that normally help to get me out of it, and none of them were doing the trick this time. Anyway, she ran it on me, and I guess overnight, all I know is I woke up the next day and I was good as gold. I couldn't, I was just ecstatically happy. I didn't have to limp around at the event, and I couldn't feel any discomfort in it at all. Mind you, yesterday evening it went out again. So I have to hit her up again, I think, for some more Cephi Star. But that was the one I wanted to say. It was mind boggling how immediately how completely the pain was removed. But as far as AO scan, my dog was really having some breathing difficulties. I often wonder if it's the stuff they're spraying, on lawns right now and all of this stuff. But she was kind of like doing that things that little dogs do, and it was kind of freaking me out. And she was really out of it. Like, she was in really quite a lot of malaise, we'll call it. She was very lethargic and so on. So all of a sudden the light bulb comes on. I go, and of course you can do it. Get the dog. So I already had her set up in the system, and I started to run it. And like, we talk about the amazement of animals. Honestly, I don't think it was 10 or 15 minutes. She was acting like a new dog. Her appetite came back. She had a lot more activity in her. She was wagging her tail again, and that breathing thing that she was doing stopped completely. So
Wow.
yeah, it was really awesome. And I'm always so grateful, because sometimes I don't think of it right away with my dog. That won't likely happen anymore. I think I'll think of it pretty consistently now. But yeah, it was very beneficial. Amazing.
Wow. You just made me remember something that maybe other people don't think about. My son and daughter in law had gone somewhere Saturday or Sunday. It was Saturday. Gone to the men's breakfast. They were going to have a little date. They wanted me to go let the pups out. He's got two pit bulls, my glam babies. Um, and one of them had not eaten her breakfast. She's a foodie. She never not eats. So we knew something was up because that girl eats. And so my son is like, can you just kind of check on her when you're there? I said, yeah, I'll run a scan and see if anything comes up. And I got there and she did not greet me like normal. Normal, she is very hyper. She runs to grandma, so excited. She wants to show off her new toys, wants me to play tug with her, and none of it. She laid still. And I was like, oh, this is not good. I let him out to
Mm,
pee. And she did go out finally, but not her normal enthusiastic self. She was like walking really slow, and I'm like, okay, this is not good. She's freaking me out. And she just kind of laid down after she finally made it out there to pee. And it's like something is really wrong. I ran some scans, and I noticed some things that were showing up, and the fact that they had to have some recent injections because they were exposed to a sick raccoon on the walking trail. I
mm,
was, yeah, I was already like, I do have homeopathic alternatives there. And they aren't as familiar with all that as I am, so they didn't, feel full confidence. They wanted to make sure that the girls were protected if they got rabies or something. Anyway, I was not feeling good about it, but
mm,
that area where she received those injections was showing up on the scanner. And it was showing up in numerous pathways: neurologic, lymphatic, and
mm.
muscle, all. And I'm like, did she get injected in the back end or the front end? She said, and my son said, right in the back, right side, right where everything was showing up. I'm like, this is not good. So I ran scans, I did body systems, I did some Cephis, and I wasn't even noticing what happened. I just took for granted that she all of a sudden got better because I hung out with them for a couple hours because I told my son, I said, I think you're going to need to take her to the emergency vet clinic. She does not look well. Her nose was dry and she just wasn't acting normal. And she's showing up with some things that I'm really concerned about. So he asked me to stay with them until they got home. I was not going to spend 3 hours over there that day, but I did.
Yeah.
And when they came home, she jumped up and ran over there, wagging her tail, and she's all excited.
Wow.
Now, I also had tried giving her a treat because Storm wanted a treat and Luna wanted one, but she dropped it in the floor and just looked at it. And every time she'd go to eat it, she would whine and then she just laid down. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is something wrong. Anyway, so when they get home, she's acting more like herself. Now, she wasn't 100% immediately, but she was wagging her tail. She was running, jumping, and wanted to play. That had not happened. And I'm like, I didn't even think about the fact that I had been doing some work on her, and that might have had an effect. I was just like, oh, she's automatically better.
Yeah.
So, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah.
That's
That's
amazing.
it's so scary right now with any of the shots they're giving because everything I'm reading about it, they've
Oh,
got
yeah.
putting this mRNA crap in it,
Yep,
and there's long-term repercussions that people don't even know yet. It's freaky,
absolutely.
but yeah.
Absolutely. And I want people to know there is an alternative. I am a global homeoprophylaxis practitioner. I've been helping families for years with an alternative that's all natural, homeopathy, nosodes, that is for infectious, contagious diseases for animals and for people. So you don't
Mhm.
have to do the toxic risk taking.
I want to talk to you more about that.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely. Wow, that was amazing. Abby, you have something?
Oh, I could add on to what you're saying about the animals, and I'm trying to bite my tongue. That's basically what that's why I first got into frequencies with another device, was because it works on animals and animals don't know they're being worked on. And I've saved several of my birds that, birds get injured, they usually die, but not with frequencies, and they're better in a day. And I've seen some really horrific injuries with my animals, absolutely horrific, that have taken a couple weeks. But going from not being able to walk or straighten your head or have your wing bent backwards or your foot sideways to healing, it wouldn't happen with a veterinarian, let's put it that way. And Lori, if you want to talk to me about what I don't want to share here, I will. Okay. Yeah. Um, so what I'm noticing for me is nothing short of miracles. Um, I'll start with a small one where you weren't here, but I broke my toe. My
Oh,
baby toe got caught in something and I heard it snap and it was
oh,
really funny. It went sideways.
oh,
And I've never broke anything, but I knew it was broken. But because I had happy frequencies playing on a playlist for the last hour while I was out, I was laughing when
oh,
put my toe back in where I thought it would go.
oh
I'm
my
I'm
God.
guessing it went there. Anyhow, I took a picture. I sent it to my chiropractor. I sent it to Shalou. Shalou started working on me with the star a little bit later because she was busy. But when she got my message, she started. And I started doing the research, what would happen if I went to the hospital and decided I'm not going. And meanwhile, my chiropractor is bugging me to go. And I'm just ignoring him. And that happened at 11:30 in the morning. I could feel when Shalou started working on me. She worked on me for 3 hours and I was floating the whole time. It was just the most incredible la-di-da feeling, right? I'm just floating. And then I know when she stopped. And then she called me a little bit later. And so I took a video and I showed her I can wiggle my toes now, right? They're all together. Before it wasn't moving. And yeah, that night my chiropractor kept bugging me. So I went to bed with that on my conscious. So the next day, after I did everything I could possibly do at home, I went into the hospital. I got x-rays. The place made me feel so bad because it's like there's no caring there at all. And I told the nurse I was leaving and I called the doctor the next day. So Sunday I broke it at 11:30 in the morning, got the x-ray Monday around 5, called the doctor the next afternoon. And he said, your toe, it's an old injury, it's an old break. It's not a fresh break. I'm like, okay. Like I have pictures, but that's okay if that's. And he's like, I gotta go, right? So I told my chiropractor, and he was going to get the x-rays, but he never did. So not that Friday. Next Friday, I went in. I kind of said to him, well, if you don't get the x-rays for me, that's okay. I'm going to sign up with a new doctor because my doctor retired and I wasn't going to bother. So I'll sign up with a new doctor. So I get home. My chiropractor sent me the x-rays. I'm looking at them, and the new doctor phones me. So I said, tell me what you see. And he says, yeah, there's an old break here. My chiropractor said it's an old break, but I said it well because he saw the picture I sent him. And this new doctor said it's an old break. I said, no, let me explain to you. I broke it like more than 24 hours before I had the x-ray. It's not an old break. And this is what I'm doing. And he listened to me. And then at the end, he says, well, what would you like me to do for you? I said, I want an x-ray of my whole foot, not just my toe. So they have tools. They have tools we don't have access to, right?
Yep.
So I've been working on my scoliosis too, and it's pretty much, I can't feel it anymore. I can't feel any pain in my back. I'm
Wow.
starting to be conscious of my posture, which I've never been conscious of my posture before. I'm feeling it from the inside. I feel when my feet are straight. I feel when my whole body is in alignment. I can feel it. I've never felt that.
Yeah.
So I'm in my body and I feel safe, which is something I never felt. And miracles are happening in all around me in an emotional realm. So
Oh,
it's yeah, like family things that are happening that have never happened before.
wow.
Beautiful things. So
Wow.
I am so grateful.
Abby, that was amazing. Wow. You made me think of something too. When I'm needing help, I am usually blah 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 blah. And Marianne is so good. She's like, Sheila, I'm sending you frequencies, and she gets a Sephi star out, and I can feel it. Let me tell you, Marianne is off in an island Thetis Island in Canada, and I'm in the middle of the United States in the Midwest, and I can feel it. I can tell when that woman is working on me, and she's so good and faithful to support me when I can't support myself. Isn't that amazing that we have resources to be able to do that for people? What a blessing. Ah, so
Yeah.
amazing.
And the fact that we help each other, like I don't know anywhere else that does that.
I
And
don't either.
I'm working on people, and some people, like, I'm not charging them. I'm just like, I see you're suffering. Let me just
Yeah.
help you. And then they end up saying they didn't have a problem in the first place, which I know that when you don't have it anymore, you forget about it. So that's
Yep.
fine.
Yep.
But it's like to be able to do that for people and just help them is just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. And amazing that 24 hours is now considered old. Isn't that amazing? How much
no, it's
faster
it's
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 healing.
healed. It's
Yeah.
healed. Oh, and what I discovered about that that's really vital is I was running, in the frequency for bones, broken bones, and meniscus. And I just found out meniscus is with your knee. So,
Me.
Laura, you might want to run that one for bones, broken bones, and meniscus. And I kept wondering why, my foot, I can walk, I'm fine. There's no issues. I'm on a hill. There's nothing level here, and it's like an obstacle course everywhere, and I'm fine. I'm smashing my foot off everything, but that's normal after you do something, right? So I'm wondering why the top of my toe is hurting and red. And then I asked somebody about it, and they said, just Monday night, like 2 nights ago, I asked somebody about it, and they said that there's other stuff like soft tissue that could be hurting, and infection kept coming up. So swelling, right?
Mhm.
So I ran that one. So that's two under the broken bones. It's bones and soft tissue or something. And
Fascia.
it's all, and now no, not fascia.
Oh,
It's soft tissue. It's two under in homeopathics by symptoms. And it's like normal now. I don't have any issues. So finding the right setting, and we don't always know how things are connected, but I didn't think I needed to ask. Now next time I will ask somebody instead of
Yeah.
thinking that, yeah.
Just briefly, I'll tell you that it's interesting that you say meniscus because that's exactly my left knee on a ski accident several years ago. I tore my meniscus very badly, and I have off and on had knee problems ever since. That, of course, when you have knee problems, it converts into problems in other ways as well because you alter the way you walk, and then your hip goes out, and blah blah blah. But anyways, I went for a long time without any, having issues, and it's been a recurring thing just recently. And like I say, the thing that seems to take it off as a problem is the Cephi Star. When I get worked, when I get it done with the Cephi Star, it seems to cure it. But it's right bad. It's bad right now. And interesting when I look it up as far as emotional connection, ego. It's so
Oh.
ego is bigger than the Cephi Star at the moment.
I
Whatever.
love how candidly you shared that.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy.
Well,
Goodness.
not really, because we think that we're all these separate parts. And what I discovered when my toe got broken is, like you said, my toe is broken. The whole rest of my body is compensating and in a lot of pain because I'm using muscles I don't use like that. And and when you heal one thing, like, so people are saying to me when I'm doing it, but that's not my problem. And I go, well, the body has an intelligence and it's doing what it knows is the best thing for your body. And it will get to that thing that you're worried about after it resolves these other things. Because when my toe broke, my nails that were perfect suddenly all cracked because it's taking from my nails to build my toe. It's got to come from somewhere. And that's why the numbers keep changing. Like people are going, well, what about this number and that number? And I go, but it's moving. As long as it's moving, it's not an issue.
Right. Yeah, I love, thank you for sharing that. It is so much fun to talk with people that like get it and they start putting the pieces together because it helps those other people that might be new and they're confused and it's not clicking yet. So that's another reason I love this call, is when you can listen and then pieces start making sense in your head and you're like, oh man, now I'm getting it. That is so awesome. Do we have anyone else? We still have about 4 minutes. Do we have any other stories? Anything anybody would like to share? This call is just so powerful. I swear, this is one of the best learning opportunities we have. John,
Yeah, I
you got
wouldn't miss it even
anything?
if I didn't have a story.
Uh, Ellen
We
was
missed it.
sharing.
Have you back, girl. You've been missed for sure.
Thank you. I've missed everybody too. I've missed hearing all the stories, and I haven't had time to go back and catch the replays yet. There's just been,
Yeah.
you have those seasons where like everything under the sun just keeps happening.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're in it right now for sure. This May and June, there's so much going on, a lot of upheaval, but we've got all of the solutions. I feel that anyways,
Yep.
emotionally and
Yep.
everything. Whenever I'm having an issue or a bad day, and I use my uplifting and my, gratitude scans, I can't believe how it turns me around. It's wonderful.
Oh, you're not kidding. And I'm telling you, when I say for the last, what I think I've been with Solex 4 years, this next month, June, I think it's 4. Um, I don't think I've missed a day not telling God thank you for Lawrence Swenson and for everything he's brought to us. And he's made it so affordable and so easy that we can share it with every single household so that everybody is empowered with what we have. And I am just so grateful for that, because I know as a practitioner, I can't help the whole world. I tried and I about killed myself. There are way too many people out there that need help. And literally, I had people traveling 2 days to come and see me. That's insane. People shouldn't have to do that. So we can empower them in their own house, but we have to share with them. We have to explain to them what we have and how it can help them, how it's going to save them money. It's going to save them stress, because they don't have to keep guessing who to go to and spending crazy amounts of money traveling on programs that maybe aren't working, or maybe the person that they're checking out doesn't know, they don't understand what's happening. It's a gamble every time you go to a new practitioner, because we're all different and we all have different experience and different education and different amounts of resources. So what if we can equip everybody in their own homes? They don't have to be a doctor. They don't have to understand all this stuff. They don't have to have high intelligence. They don't have to have high skills. They just have to push a button and let the technology do it for them. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm grateful, grateful, grateful. And I'm grateful for all of you. I love you guys so much. And it's just so much fun hearing your stories. And I just thank you for taking time to share them with us. And we are going to close out because Solex is coming up next. I think Deb Bruce is going to be teaching about thyroid, connecting the dots with the thyroid. That's also prevalent around the world. We can be helping people right now instead of going to get all these less than natural remedies and therapies. We can help them safely and naturally in their own home. So let's go learn from Deb Bruce and send Lauren lots of love and gratitude. And I look forward to seeing you all next week.
Thank you,
Thank
Sheila.
you.
Thank you, love.
Welcome. Have a great rest
Bye,
of your week.
guys.
You too. Bye bye.